The Standard High Line 7 p.m., the 8th of November 2025. Manhattan's skyline glitters like a circuit board, the Empire State a pulsing red diode against the black. 300 guests in black tie and sequins crowd the rooftop, infinity pool, phones aloft, live stream counters climbing. Avery Harper's wedding #number Harper Caldwell forever has 1.4 million viewers and counting. I'm Mackenzie Harper, 32, in a champagne satin gown that cost more than most people's rent. I'm also the scapegoat. Table 22, back corner next to Aunt Dolores, who smells like mothballs and keeps asking if I'm still fixing printers for the government. Avery, my little sister, violin prodigy, 1.8 million Instagram followers, floats down the LED aisle on Dad's arm. Her custom Ellie sob train skims the water, reflecting the city lights like liquid mercury. The string quartet finishes canon in D. The officiant pronounces them married. Applause. Champagne. Fireworks over the Hudson. Then Dad taps the mic. Before the cake, he says, voice booming through the Bose system, a few words about family excellence. I know what's coming. I always do. Richard Harper, senior partner at Harper & Low M&A, stands beneath a neon love sign. Mom Lillian Harper, former Red Carpet host turned Soho Gallery owner, beams beside him in emerald silk. Avery glows. I grip my water glass. Avery has never once disappointed us, Dad begins. Curtis Institute at 16, Nike campaign at 18. Tonight, marrying into the Caldwell banking dynasty. This is what Harper ambition looks like. Scattered laughter. Phones pivot toward me. Mackenzie, on the other hand, he turns eyes scanning until they lock on table 22. Still single. Still finding herself in some cubicle at the NSA. Age 32. The crowd titters. Someone whispers, IT support right. I stand. The satin clings to my thighs. Congratulations, Avery, I say loud enough for the mic to catch. I'm going to get some air. Dad's face tightens. Running away again, Kenzie classic. I'm 3 steps from the exit when his hand clamps my wrist hard. You will not embarrass this family on my daughter's night. I twist free. Let go. He shoves. Time slows. My heel catches the pool's edge. Arms pinwheel. Champagne satin billows like a parachute. Then? Splash. Cold water slaps my face. The infinity pool swallows me whole. I surface gasping, hair plastered, mascara bleeding. The city skyline warps through the ripples. Laughter erupts. Phones flash. Someone yells, wet t-shirt contest. A drone buzzes overhead, probably Avery's influencer team. Harper wedding fail trends nationwide in 11 minutes flat. I tread water, gown heavy as chainmail. Dad stands at the edge triumphant. Mom covers a smile with manicured fingers. Avery's eyes sparkle, schadenfreude in 4 kelvins. I smile. Not because I'm happy. Because I know what's coming. Voice over my voice, ice cold. They're laughing because they think I'm the failure. They have no contract idea I've been married 3 years to the 8th richest man in America. I push wet hair from my eyes. Remember this moment, I say loud enough for the nearest phone to catch. Because I will. The laughter falters. I climb out. Water streams from the $15,000 gown pooling on the AstroTurf. My Louboutins are gone, sunk like my patience. I walk barefoot through the crowd. No one stops me. No one offers a towel. Riley Parker, my cousin, freelance photographer, perpetual family outsider, meets me at the elevator. She's filming on her iPhone, eyes wide. Kenzie, are you okay? Never better, Eileen. She hands me a spare blazer from her camera bag. Your dad's live stream just hit 2 million. I check my phone. Nate's text, helicopter wheels down in 12. Security perimeter locked. Hang tight, director. Director. Not sweetie. Not babe. He knows I'm in NSA mode now. The elevator dings. I step inside dripping. Riley follows. Table 22 was brutal, she says. Aunt Dolores asked if you were the caterer. I laugh, actually laugh. She's not wrong. I've been serving their egos for decades. The doors close. Voice over Upper East Side townhouse. Hamptons, summer house. Private schools. Trust funds. On paper, the perfect American family. Behind the Instagram filter, a lifetime of being told I was the glitch in the system. Riley squeezes my arm. Whatever happens next, I'm posting the raw footage. Unfiltered. Do it, I say. Tag me. The elevator climbs to the helipad. Wind whips my wet hair. Manhattan hums below yellow cabs, neon ambition. I square my shoulders. Hook direct to camera. Where are you watching from? California, Texas. Comment, scapegoat, if you've ever been the punchline at your own family's party. This one's for you. The helicopter blades spin up. Black sleek Caldwell Dynamics logo on the tail. I'm done being the ugly duckling. Tonight, the swan lands. Water closes over my head like a lid. For a second the rooftop vanishes, only blue tiles and the muffled thump of bass from the DJ. I surface gasping and the memory slams in. Flashback, Upper East Side townhouse, winter 2003. I'm 10. Snow taps the bay window. I clutch a plastic trophy shaped like a microchip, first place National Youth Coding Championship. Dad's in his study, tie loosened, scotch in hand. Dad, look, I burst in, breathless. They said my encryption beat MIT freshman. He glances up from the Wall Street Journal. That's nice, Kenz. Mom glides in, phone to ear. Richard Avery's Nike Scout just confirmed full campaign Super Bowl spot. She ends the call, beams. Our 8-year-old is the new face of Just Do It. Dad raises his glass. To Avery Harper, legacy in motion. I hold up my trophy. It feels suddenly cheap. But Mom pats my head like I'm a golden retriever. Sweetie, coding is quirky. Avery's violin opens doors. Real doors. Dad nods. Learn the violin, Kenzie. Winners play instruments, not keyboards. The trophy ends up in a cardboard box labeled MISC in the basement next to broken Christmas lights. Avery's Nike poster goes framed above the Steinway in the living room, smiling ponytail swinging, violin tucked under chin. Present, Infinity Pool 2025. Water stings my eyes. I blink. The memory sharpens. Flashback, age 12, Mom's charity gala. I'm in a hand-me-down velvet dress, 2 sizes too big. Mom's friends circle like perfumed vultures. Lillian Harper radiant in Oscar de la Renta gestures at Avery, twirling for photos. My prodigy Curtis Institute sent a handwritten letter. A Botoxed blonde squats to my level. And you, little duckling, what do you do? I mumble, I built a satellite tracker for the science fair. She laughs loud. How adorable. The ugly duckling of the family. Mom doesn't correct her, she just smiles tighter, steering the woman toward Avery. That night I sneak to the basement. The cardboard box is still there. I add the science fair ribbon, blue slightly bent. Close the lid. Present. A champagne cork pops overhead. Laughter rains down. I float on my back, gown fanning like a jellyfish. The city lights fracture across the water's surface. I whisper to no one. Ugly. Duckling. Huh? Another memory flickers. 16, Harvard early admission letter. I run downstairs. Dad's on the phone. Yes, Avery's debut recital at Carnegie, front page, art section. He hangs up, sees my envelope. MIT. Practical, at least you're being realistic. The letter joins the box. Dust motes dance in the single bulb's glow. Present. Riley's voice cuts through. Kenzie, you okay down there? She's crouched at the pool's edge, phone filming vertically. I tread water, strangely calm. Never better. Because the box in the basement, it's full. Every ribbon, every certificate, every practical achievement they buried. Tonight I'm done digging. I tilt my face to the sky. The drone buzzes closer, red light blinking. Somewhere 2 million people are watching the scapegoat drown. They have no idea the swan is already in flight. The Standard High Line, 7:15 p.m. The rooftop smells of truffle oil, diptyque candles and desperation. 300 guests swirl in a choreographed ballet of wealth, Rolexes ticking, Hermes bags, flashing influencers angling for the perfect boomerang. The infinity pool mirrors the skyline, every reflection costs more than a Tesla. I'm at table 22, a folding card table wedged between the bar's ice sculpture, a melting swan and a potted ficus. My name card reads Mackenzie Harper +1, the +1 crossed out in Sharpie. Aunt Dolores, 82, dentures clicking, leans over. You're the caterer's daughter, right? No, Aunt D. I'm Richard and Lillian's eldest. She squints. There's another one. Riley Parker 27 purple buzzcut cannon slung around her neck slides into the seat beside me. She's live on Instagram stories whisper narrating table 22 update sister of the bride exiled with the geriatrics and the open bar. 0 family members within 50 feet. Number, Harper wedding fail. I mouth, stop filming. She winks keeps rolling. Across the pool the Harper inner circle holds court at table 1 round elevated draped in white orchids. Dad in bespoke Keaton mom in vintage Chanel couture Avery glowing like a human filter. Her new husband Blake Caldwell, the 4th heir to Caldwell private wealth, kisses her temple for the 47th time. A server sets a single amuse-bouche in front of me 1 oyster 1 mint leaf. Aunt Dolores gets 3. Conversation at table 22 cousin Trent Yale, 09, now crypto bro, still doing IT support for the government Kenz. I sip water. Something like that. Trent's wife, Blair soul cycle instructor, heard you got dumped by that professor. Teaching assistant right brutal. Riley snorts into her phone. Story caption, rumor mill Kenzie allegedly left for a TA. Reality she runs cyber defense for half the eastern seaboard. I don't correct them. Let them think I'm a glorified help desk drone. The string quartet shifts to marry you. Phones rise. Avery's livestream counter hits 1.6 million. Avery's voice amplified, thank you all for witnessing the happiest day of my life. Blake. My parents, my team, couldn't do it without you. 0 mentions of a sister. I check my phone under the table. Me Nate ETA Nate me Sikorsky touching down Teterboro now. 15 minutes to you. Perimeter team in position 2 escalades, 8 operators. Love you, director. I smile for the first time all night. Riley still filming, notice anything missing, like, family photos bridal party intros, yeah me neither. She pans to the LED screen cycling childhood pics of Avery. Age 5 violin recital. Age 8 Nike billboard. Age 16 Curtis Institute acceptance. My face, nowhere. Not even the awkward braces phase. Mom approaches table 22 heels clicking like gunfire. Kenzie darling, she air kisses 2 inches from my cheek. Love the dress. Is it? Rental. Custom I say. Practical, she nods already turning. Avery's Ellie sob took 6 fittings. You should have come. I wasn't invited to a single fitting. Dad claps for attention. The quartet stops mid-note. Dad at the mic a quick toast before dinner. He launches into the Harper legacy speech, same one he gave at Avery's Sweet 16, her Curtis debut her engagement party. Avery embodies excellence. From the moment she picked up that violin. I tune out. Riley's phone vibrates. She shows me the screen Instagram DM from @NSA, official verified director Harper confirm receipt of secure channel. Operation Eclipse on standby. I type back, confirmed. Hold until my signal. Table 22 erupts in whispers. Aunt Dolores. Did she just text the government? Trent probably tech support for the DJ. Riley zooms in on my soaked phone case waterproof military grade. Story caption plot twist loading. The salad course arrives. I get arugula. Aunt Dolores gets lobster. Across the pool Avery poses for Vogue veil, flowing Blake dipping her dramatically. The photographer shouts perfect, now family shot. Dad mom, Avery Blake. No room for the ugly duckling. I stand. The satin rustles. Mom hisses, sit down. You're making a scene. I'm getting air, I say. Dad's voice booms classic Kenzie disappearing when family needs her. I'm halfway to the exit when the lights dim. A spotlight hits the pool. Avery's livestream voice. Surprise performance. She lifts her violin. The first note of Ave Maria slices the night. Phones rise like periscopes. I keep walking. Riley jogs after me still filming. You're trending. Number scapegoat sister has 400k uses. I reach the glass railing. Manhattan sprawls below yellow cab's neon ambition. My phone buzzes. Nate wheels down. Escalades en route. 2 minutes. I text back. Make it loud. Behind me, Avery's violin soars. The crowd sways. I lean over the railing wind whipping my hair. Riley whispers, "Whatever happens next, I'm live streaming it raw." I nod. The city holds its breath. The standard high line, 8:42 p.m. The string quartet hushes. The LED screen freezes on a looping clip of Avery at age 6 bowing her violin on the Today Show. A single spotlight pins Dad at the mic. Richard Harper, 60 silver temples. Keaton Tuck's voice honed by 30 years of boardroom takeovers. Dad's speech, 180 seconds of legacy theater. Friends, family, distinguished guests, he gestures to the Caldwells, the Rockefellers, the Vogue editor in the front row. Tonight isn't just a wedding, it's the culmination of Harper excellence. Applause ripples. Phones tilt upward. Avery Harper Caldwell has never once disappointed us. Age 5 Suzuki Book 1 inch 3 weeks. Age 8 Nike's youngest ambassador. Age 16 Curtis Institute full scholarship. Age 22 Carnegie Hall debut New York Times front page. Tonight marrying Blake Caldwell IV, uniting two dynasties. He raises his glass. To the only Harper who has carried our name to the stratosphere. The word only lands like a gavel. I feel it in my sternum. Table 1 erupts. Mom claps so hard her diamond bracelet flashes like a strobe. Avery curtsies, veil fluttering. Blake kisses her knuckles for the drone. Table 22 is silent. Aunt Dolores whispers. Did he just say only? Riley's phone screen number only Harper trending #3 nationwide. Dad's eyes scan the crowd, lock on me. And then there's Mackenzie. He says my name like a punchline. Age 32. Still. Finding her path in some government cubicle. No husband. No headlines. No legacy. Laughter bubbles, nervous at first then full-throated. A hedge fund bro yells, "Get her a LinkedIn." I stand. The satin gown whispers. Dad's voice sharpens, "Sit down, Kenzie. You're embarrassing yourself." I take one step toward the exit. Dad drops the mic literally. It thuds on the astroturf. He strides across the pool deck, loafers slapping. Running away again, he hisses loud enough for the nearest tables. Classic. I keep walking. He grabs my wrist hard. Nails dig into skin. "Let go," I say low. "You will not ruin Avery's night." I twist. He yanks. Slow motion begins. His palm slams between my shoulder blades. My heel catches the pool's marble lip. Arms windmill, champagne satin billows like a failing parachute. 200 phones rise in perfect synchronization. The drone dives for the close-up. Splash. Impact is a slap of ice. Water floods my ears, my nose, the bodice of the $15,000 gown. I sink 3 feet 4 until the pool bottom kisses my spine. I open my eyes underwater. The city lights refract into shards. The gown floats above me like a jellyfish, sequins scattering light. Surface. Gasps. Then laughter. Someone screams, "Pool push." A frat boy chant starts, "Wet t-shirt. Wet t-shirt." Avery's violin case lies open, someone's already filming TikTok transitions. Hashtag. Pool push. 000, first phone upload. 008, 100K impressions. 030, 500K. 112. 1.2 meters. I tread water. Mascara rivers down my cheeks. Hair plastered like seaweed. Dad stands at the edge, fists clenched, triumphant. Mom's hand covers her mouth, but her eyes are laughing. Avery's smile is pure radiance, she mouths, "Finally." Riley's livestream vertical shaking, "Y'all seeing this? Dad just yeeted the bride's sister into the pool. Number Harper wedding fail now has sown global." I push wet hair from my face. My voice cuts through the chaos, calm, amplified by a dozen phones. "Remember this moment. Because I will." The laughter stutters. I swim to the ladder. Each rung is a countdown. Water streams off me in sheets, pooling on the deck. My Louboutins are gone, sunk like the last shred of my tolerance. Dad blocks the ladder. "Apologize. Now." I step onto the deck. Bare feet on warm marble. For what I ask. Existing. Mom rushes over, hissing, "You're ruining the photos." I look past her to the LED screen still looping Avery's childhood. I smile. Not the scapegoat smile. The director's smile. Phone buzzes in my soaked clutch, miraculously waterproof. Nate touchdown. Escalade's 4 minutes out. Sikorsky on standby. Give me the signal. I type one-handed, now. Dad raises his voice again, you've always been jealous. I cut him off. Jealous. Of what? A lifetime of being your punchline. The crowd quiets. Even the DJ kills the bass. Riley zooms in on my face, water dripping, eyes steel. Caption: plot twist incoming. Stay tuned. I walk. Barefoot. Dripping. Leaving a trail of pool, water, and dignity across the astroturf. No one stops me. Avery's voice shrill, security, she's causing a scene. 2 rent-a-cops in ill-fitting tuxes hesitate. They've seen the live stream counter 3.1 million. I reach the glass elevator. Press PH. Doors close on the chaos. Mirror reflection, gown ruined. Makeup raccoon. Hair Medusa. I look like a drowned rat. I look free. Voiceover cold precise, they think they buried me. They just gave me the perfect stage. The elevator climbs. Riley's final story before signal drops. Elevator cam: Kenzie Harper dripping wet, smiling like she owns the city. Something big is coming. Number pool push. The doors open to the helipad. Wind whips. Rotor wash. 4 black Escalades screech into the loading bay below. Showtime. Water presses my ears. The rooftop noise fades to a dull heartbeat. I float, champagne satin heavy as armor, and the memory surfaces clean and sharp. Flashback: Black Hat, Las Vegas, August 2019. 200 words. The ballroom is dark, lit only by code on giant screens. I'm 26, ponytail, NSA lanyard, presenting quantum threats to DoD 2030 horizon. Slide 47, Shore's algorithm projected to break RSA 2048 inches 72 hours. Q&A. A hand shoots up, back row. Man in black t-shirt, forearms inked with circuit traces, eyes the color of Arctic ice. Dr. Harper, if I told you I could crack that key space in 72 hours today, would you call bullshit or invite me to try? Laughter ripples. I lean into the mic. Try. Fort Meade Lab. Tomorrow. Bring coffee. He grins like he just won the jackpot. Present: Infinity Pool 2025. I blink. The memory refracts through chlorinated water. Flashback: 18 months later, Pacific Ocean 400 feet below. USS Jimmy Carter, SSN 23, classified patrol. I'm in dress blues for a live-fire quantum demo. Nate's company just delivered the first operational quantum-resistant mesh to the Navy. After the test, he leads me to the torpedo room, red lights, silent crew. He drops to one knee between 2 Mark 48 seconds. Mackenzie Harper, you secure nations. I want to secure the rest of your life. Marry me. Ring: titanium band etched with our shared encryption key. I whisper, yes, into the submarine's steel heart. Present. A ripple crosses the pool. My reflection fractures. I still wear that ring, under gloves, under scrutiny, under the lie that I'm alone. Phone sealed in my clutch buzzes against my hip. Nate, 4 minutes. Look east. I tilt my head. Far above, the Hudson helicopter nav lights blink. Morse code. I love you. I smile into the water. The ugly duckling just got her wings. The standard high line, 8:51 p.m. The elevator doors part onto the helipad. Wind howls off the Hudson, whipping my soaked gown into a sail. Below, 4 matte black Escalades screech into the valet cul-de-sac, tires smoking. Doors fly open in perfect sync. 8 operators, X SEAL 6'3", average gray Tom Ford suits, clear earpieces fan out. 2 take the stairwell, 2 secure the freight elevator. 4 march straight for the rooftop entrance. I step forward, barefoot, dripping. Riley films from the corner, purple hair whipping. Live caption: motorcade just rolled in like the president. Number pool push, about to get an upgrade. The glass doors burst open. Nate Caldwell strides through first. Cashmere overcoat, midnight blue. Patek Philippe Calatrava on wrist, $180K understated. Hair wind tossed from the Sikorsky ride. Eyes locked on me like a targeting laser. The room freezes. DJ kills the music. Avery's violin bow hovers mid-stroke. Dad's champagne flute stops halfway to his lips. Nate crosses the deck in 8 strides. Water from my gown leaves a trail he follows like breadcrumbs. He stops 1 foot away. Director Harper, he says, voice low, warm, sorry, I'm late. He shrugs off the overcoat, drapes it over my shoulders. Cashmere against wet satin. His hand finds the small of my back, our private signal. Then he turns to the crowd. Nate mic, unnecessary voice carries like a courtroom gavel. 1. Mackenzie Harper is my wife. 3 years next month. 2. She is the director of Cyber Threat Intelligence National Security Agency. Highest cyber clearance under 40 in U.S. history. 3. And me, Caldwell Dynamics. $18 billion AI defense contracts. Ring any bells? Silence. Then. Collective gasp. Phones pivot. Livestream counters explode 4.7 million. Dad's face drains to printer paper white. Mackenzie, you're joking. Nate reaches into his inner pocket. Pulls out a Pentagon CAC card, black magnetic stripe holographic seal, my photo, title in gold foil, M. Harper, DIR Cyber Threat Intel. NSA, Level 5 clearance. He holds it under the LED, love sign. The hologram flashes. Dad stammers. That's Photoshop. Mom squeaks. She said she fixed printers. Avery drops her violin bow. It clatters like gunfire. Riley's live CAC card, just mic dropped the entire wedding. Number ENSA reveal. Nate's security chief, Dimitri 6'5", scar across eyebrow, steps forward. Perimeter secure. Package en route. He hands Nate a tablet. Nate swipes. Projects onto the LED screen. Forbes cover Oct 2025, Nathan Caldwell 34, America's quiet $1 trillion brain. DoD press release, Caldwell Dynamics awarded $18B for Project Sentinel AI grid defense. White House photo, Nate and Kenzie shaking hands with the president, classified until 30 seconds ago. Blake Caldwell 4. Avery's new husband, banker, jaw on floor, whispers, holy shit, that's my cousin. Nate ignores him. Turns to Dad. Mr. Harper, you assaulted a federal officer on camera. My team recorded everything. Charges are being drafted. Dad's knees buckle. Mom catches his arm. Avery shrieks, this is my wedding. Nate ice calm. It was. Now it's evidence. He nods to Dimitri. 2 operators flank Dad, not touching, just present. Riley zooms in on Dad's face. From legacy speech to legacy suspect in 4 minutes flat. I step forward. Nate's coat warm around me. My voice steady, amplified by shock. You wanted to show Dad. You got one. I gesture to the LED screen. A new slide appears, my commendation letter from the Director of National Intelligence. For preventing a nation-state cyber attack that would have blacked out the Northeast grid. Lives saved estimated 12 million. Aunt Dolores faints into the ice swan. Nate to the crowd, Director Harper has a situation at Fort Meade. We're leaving. He offers his arm. I take it. We walk. The operators part the crowd like the Red Sea. Mom lunges Mackenzie, wait. Nate blocks her with one raised hand. Ma'am, step back. Federal perimeter. Avery screams, you can't just. I pause. Torn. Actually I can. And I am. We reach the elevator. Doors close on 300 stunned faces. Riley's final rooftop story elevator doors close on the Harper dynasty. Kenzie Harper Caldwell just rewrote the family code. Number, pull push. To number, power push. The elevator drops. Nate's hand finds mine. You okay? I look at the ruined gown, the cashmere coat, the city lights streaking past. Never better. The doors open to the lobby. 4 Escalades idling. Show's just beginning. The standard High Line 8:57 p.m. Elevator doors slide open to the lobby mezzanine. 4 Escalades wait, curbside engines idling. Nate's hand is steady on my back. Then. Boots on marble. Agent Diego Morales, 38, NSA Cyber Command, Desertan fatigues under a black windbreaker, sprints through the revolving door. Earpiece glowing red. tablet clutched like a rifle. Director Harper. His voice slices the stunned silence. He stops 2 feet away, eyes flicking wet gown cashmere coat barefoot. Doesn't flinch. 0-day exploit just triggered. Northeast grid. Kill chain active. Need your signature now. He thrusts the tablet forward. Screen Operation Eclipse, authorization required. Threat nation-state actor IP masked through Tor Beijing proxies suspected. Target SCADA controllers PJM interconnection. Impact potential 40 million customer blackout NYC to DC. Window 18 minutes until cascade failure. I take the tablet. Water drips from my hair onto the screen. Biometric scanner still reads. Nate Sikorsky's spooling. Fort Meade in 38 mics. I swipe. Thumbprint. Retina. Voice. Harper Mackenzie. Authorization code DALTAOS-CIR71. Morales Protocol Eclipse green. I nod. Deploy Eclipse. Isolate PJM sectors 347. Spin up quantum key rotation. I want eyes on the C2 server now. Morales taps his earpiece. Eclipse is live. Director en route. He salutes crisp automatic, then spins back toward the exit. Livestream counters. Avery's wedding feed 4. 9M. Riley's raw story 2. 8M. Number, and saw, wedding, Hashon, global trend, 11 minutes. Riley filming vertical. Y'all federal agent just ran in like it's 24. Kenzie signing national security orders in a wet gown. Number Director Harper. Dad staggers forward from the escalator, Mom clinging to his arm. Mackenzie, what the hell? I hand the tablet back to Morales. Escort package to Bird. Full motorcade. Nate to Dimitri, clear the helipad. No press drones within 500 feet. Mom shrill. You can't just leave. Morales, without looking. Ma'am, step back. Federal operation. Avery appears, veil askew, makeup streaked. This is my night. I meet her eyes. Actually, it's 40 million people's lights. Blake Caldwell IV, still in tux, phone in hand, whispers, holy fuck, she's the real deal. Nate opens the Escalade door. I slide in cashmere satin, water pooling on leather. Morales jumps in, opposite tablet open again. Update exploit pivoted to gas pipelines. Baltimore node compromised. I pull a secure SAT phone from the seat pocket. Patch me to PJM Ops Center. Operator on speaker. Director Harper, we're seeing anomalous commands. Kill the Baltimore relay. Manual override. I'm 30 mics out. Riley still live from the curb, motorcade rolling. Kenzie on SAT phone like she's in zero dark 30. Number NSA wedding. Now number cyber crisis. Escalade's peel out lights, no sirens. Inside the lead vehicle. Morales Eclipse AI isolated 68% of the grid. Quantum key rotation at 94%. Nate Sikorsky's on the roof. Direct to Meade. I look out the window, Manhattan streaking past. Voice over mine, calm, they thought I was the failure. Tonight I'm the firewall between chaos and the eastern seaboard. Phone buzzes, White House Cost Director POTUS is watching. Keep the lights on. I type copy. Lights stay on. Riley's final story before signal drops. From pool push to power grid savior in 10 minutes. Kenzie Harper Caldwell just saved your Netflix binge. Number hero in heels. Motorcade hits the West Side Highway. 100 miles per hour. No stops. I lean back. Close my eyes for 3 seconds. The ugly duckling just became the grid. The standard high line, 9:15 p.m. The rooftop is a crime scene in couture. LED screen still loops my Pentagon CAC card. Livestream counter 7.4 million and climbing. Pool push, Harper meltdown, Ensa wedding, family fail. All top 4 global trends. Inside the bridal suite, formerly Avery's Instagram shrine. Dad sits on a velvet chaise, tie undone, scotch trembling in hand. Mom is on the floor, literally paramedics fanning her with a Vogue supplement. Avery screams into a $3,000 pillow, veil shredded. Blake paces phone to ear, yes Dad, I know the stock's tanking. Riley's text to me, chin 10 bay mo. Chị ơi cả nhà đang khóc trong phòng cô dâu. Mẹ chị vừa ngất. Dad keeps muttering it's a deep fake. Avery threw her bouquet at the mirror. Send help. I'm in the Sikorsky 1200 feet over New Jersey. Nate hands me a secure tablet. Subject line: Immediate consequences, Harper family. Immediate consequence: 1 Dad's law firm, SEC, and client exodus. 9:19 p.m. Harper, Lo M, A57 Floor Park Avenue. SEC alert hits partner inboxes. Potential conflict of interest: Senior partner Richard Harper, recorded assaulting federal officer NSA director. Client has shown Goldman Sachs $800M merger on the line. GC emails withdrawing counsel. Effective immediately. Client cancelletto 2 Saudi sovereign fund. Reputation risk unacceptable. Terminating relationship. Stock of Harper and Lowe private partners already texting buyout offers at 60 cents on the dollar. Dad's phone 9:22 p.m. Managing partner Richard Boards calling emergency vote. You're on leave indefinite. Immediate consequence: 2 Moms Gallery, 2 meters USD funding pulled. Soho 9:25 p.m. Lillian Harper's Gallery, LHH Contemporary, has a $2M grant from the Neiman Foundation for next spring's Basquiat retrospective. Email from Foundation Chair: in light of tonight's event's public assault by your husband on your daughter and NSA director, we are suspending funding. Effective now. Instagram. At LHH Contemporary, loses 47K followers in 12 minutes. Top comment. Supporting abusers, hard pass. Mom on the floor, paramedic, shining light in her eyes, whispers. My legacy. Immediate consequence. 3 Avery. Spotify deal dead. 9:08 p.m. Avery's Spotify Originals podcast Strings and Dreams was set to launch Season 2 with a $2M advance. Email from Spotify exec: due to brand safety concerns following number pool push footage, we are terminating the agreement. Please remove all promotional assets. Avery's follower count. Minute OTM, -41M, minus dropping 10K, minute. Top tweet: Golden Child pushes sister in pool, loses everything. Karma's a violin solo. Avery screaming into pillow: I had 3 brand deals lined up for tomorrow. Rooftop aftermath, 9:30 p.m. Riley still live now in the bridal suite hallway update: Dad, just aged 20 years. Mom revived with smelling salts. Avery locked herself in the bathroom with Blake's Amex stress shopping. She pans too. Photographer deleting family shots with me in them, too late, already viral. Caterers boxing leftover caviar, whispering heard the SEC's coming Monday. DJ packing up, no tip, no encore. Riley texts me again 9:32 p.m. Blake's dad just called. Wants to distance the Caldwell brand. Might annul if Avery doesn't issue apology by sunrise. Also, your old MIT professor just tweeted, proud of Director Harper. Always knew she'd save the world. Sikorsky. 9:35 p.m. 2500 feet. Nate hands me noise-canceling headphones. Fort meets ready. Eclipse holding at 6.5% containment. I open Twitter. Number Harper meltdown now has 18 million impressions. Top meme. Side by side Avery's Nike ad age 8 versus Dad pushing me tonight. Caption: from just do it to just did it to his own daughter. I mute notifications. Morales across the cabin. Ma'am, PJM reports Baltimore node stabilized. Your call saved 4 million homes. I nod. Close the tablet. Voiceover: mind quiet, they built their empire on my silence. Tonight the empire burns on their own footage. Riley's final text 9:38 p.m. Dad just asked the paramedic if fainting counts as a medical episode for insurance. Mom's calling her PR crisis team. Avery's manager quit via voice note. You broke the simulation, sis. Proud of you. P.S. Can I get a selfie when you land? For science. I smile. Small. Real. The Sikorsky banks east. Manhattan shrinks, glittering fragile, already rewriting its own story. The Harper dynasty didn't fall. It was pushed. Sikorsky S924945 pm. Manhattan shrinks beneath us, jewel box of lights, fragile as spun sugar. The rotor wash flattens the Hudson into black glass. I'm still in the ruined satin. Nate's cashmere coat warm around my shoulders. My bare feet rest on the cabin floor, toes curling against cold metal. Flashback 2023. Exuma K's 150 words. I'm 29, drowning in classified briefings and family silence. NSA badge feels like an anchor. I draft my resignation on a yellow legal pad, effective immediately. Nate finds me on the Fort Meade balcony at 2 a.m., tears freezing on my cheeks. Pack a bag. 1 week. No phones. No clearance. Next morning, private Gulfstream to a private island, white sand, no Wi-Fi, no name on any map. 7 days. Sunrise yoga onadok. Nate teaching me to spearfish. I miss every fish. Nights under Milky Way so thick it drips. No Harper mentions. No Avery headlines. Just a salt and the sound of my own breathing. On day 6 I burn the resignation letter in a beach bonfire. I'm not quitting, I whisper to the flames. I'm choosing. Present 3,000 feet over Staten Island. The city glitters below Empire State, pulsing red, white, blue for Veterans Day. I lean into Nate. His hand finds mine, thumb tracing the titanium ring. Look, he says, nodding out the window. The standard high line is a postage stamp of light. The infinity pool glows turquoise, my splash still rippling. I speak soft but certain, I no longer need their recognition. The words settle like ballast. Nate squeezes my hand. You never did, you just forgot. Morales, headphones around neck, leans forward. Ma'am, Eclipse at 100%. Grid secure. POTUS sends thanks. I nod. Close my eyes. Voice over mind steady. They taught me worth was measured in headlines and hand-me-down praise. Tonight I measured it in 40 million lights that stayed on. The Sikorsky banks north. Manhattan fades. Flashback echo, the bonfire on the island. Nate's silhouette against the flames. Your value isn't in their applause, Kenz, it's in the quiet you protect. Present. I open my eyes. The cabin is dark except for the glow of Morales's tablet. I smile, small, private. The ugly duckling didn't need the pond to approve her wings. She just needed to fly. Tribeca Penthouse, 6:3, 2 p.m. Thanksgiving, 2026. Floor-to-ceiling windows frame the Hudson sunset, bleeding orange into the river. The open-plan kitchen smells of sage brown butter and the faint ozone of secure comms gear tucked behind the Sub-Zero. Table long 14 feet, reclaimed oak set for 12. No Harper name cards. No orchids. Just mismatched vintage china and a single centerpiece, a miniature infinity pool made of blue jello. Riley's joke. Guests. 1. Nate Caldwell, sleeves rolled, carving a 22-pound heritage turkey like it's a boardroom deal. 2. Mackenzie Kenzie Harper Caldwell, black cashmere sweater, titanium ring, glinting barefoot on heated floors. 3. Riley Parker, purple buzz cut, grown out to a pixie, live streaming privately to 2M followers, no comments, enabled. 4. Agent Diego Morales, off-duty in Patagonia, fleece wife and toddler on Zoom in the background. 5. 7. 3 NSA cyber analysts, hoodie uniforms, laptops closed, for once debating stuffing recipes. 8. Eliza Caldwell, Nate's sister, pediatric surgeon, pouring mocktails for her twins. 9-10. Jules and Marcus, Kenzie's MIT roommates, now quantum physicists at Google X. 11-12. Empty chairs, deliberate. Doorbell chimes. Delivery, massive floral arrangement, white roses, card in mom's calligraphy. Wishing you a blessed Thanksgiving. R&L Harper. Kenzie sets it on the console unopened. Riley, razor phone. No Harper DNA at this table. Just the people who showed up when the pool was cold. Let's eat. Plates pass. Laughter ricochets off 14-foot ceilings. 7:45 p.m. Riley stands, glass of sparkling cider. Quick announcement before pie. She projects her phone to the 110-inch TV. Screen, White House seal. Official letterhead. By the President of the United States. Presidential Medal of Freedom. Mackenzie Harper Caldwell. For exceptional meritorious service preventing a catastrophic cyber attack on the national power grid the 8th of November 2025. Room erupts. Morales whistles. Classified until now. Jules. You saved my Netflix queue and didn't even brag. Nate kisses my temple. Told you the bonfire worked. Riley keeps reading. Ceremony private Oval Office last week. No press. Kenji's request. I shrug. Didn't need another stage. 8:15 p.m. I stand. The room quiets. Even the twins stop chasing cranberries. My speech, no notes. 6 months ago, I was treading water in a $15,000 gown wondering if I'd ever matter to the people who share my DNA. Tonight, I'm surrounded by the people who showed up when the grid was failing, when the memes were brutal, when I couldn't get out of bed. Family isn't blood. It's who shows up when you're pushed into the pool. Glasses clink. Riley's private stream caption: chosen family is greater than DNA. Number, thankful. 9:00 p.m. Pi. The jello pool wobbles as Morales cuts it. Laughter again. Voice over mine, soft. They thought I needed their validation. I built a table where I'm already enough. Fade on the group selfie. 12 faces, 1 circuit complete. Tribeca Penthouse, 7:12 p.m., the 8th of November 2026. Exactly 1 year since the pool. The Hudson is inked tonight, lit only by the city's reflection. I stand on the balcony, bare feet on warm teak cashmere sweater against the wind. Below, fairies glide like slow fireflies. Voice over mine, quiet. 1 year. 1 orbit around the Sunday, 1 orbit around the heart. Inside. Nate's laughter drifts from the kitchen. Thanksgiving leftovers. Riley's new podcast. Mike Morales teaching the twins Morse code with flashlights. Phone buzzes on the railing. Secure video call, Dr. Maya Chen, family therapist. I swipe. Screen splits 4 ways. 1. Me. Tribeca balcony. 2. Avery, Philadelphia apartment, violin case in background. 3. Dad, Harper and low conference room, tie loosen, no partners present. 4. Mom, Soho gallery, office walls half empty. Dr. Chen, session 14. Avery, you requested to speak first. Avery clears throat. I practiced this in the mirror 47 times. She looks straight into camera, no filter, eyes red. Kenzie. I was cruel. I liked the pedestal. I helped build yours into a trap. The pool wasn't the first time I watched you drown and did nothing. I'm sorry. Not for Spotify, not for followers, for being a sister who chose spotlight over sibling. Silence. Wind rattles the balcony door. Dad shifts. Dr. Chen, Richard, your turn is next. Avery finishes. Avery, I don't expect forgiveness tonight. Just, I'm in weekly therapy, learning to stand without being carried. If you ever want to talk, really talk, I'll listen. I nod. Thank you. I'll think about it. Dad's turn. He looks smaller, hair, grayer, firm, dissolved into consultancy. I lost my daughter long before the pool. I taught you worth was a balance sheet. I was wrong. I'm in anger management. I read your MIT thesis last month, didn't understand a word, but I read every page. I'm proud. Late but proud. Mom, I kept your ribbons in a new box. Labeled Mackenzie, world changer. It's on my desk now. Dr. Chen, boundaries. I speak. 1 dinner. First Thursday every month. Public restaurant. Neutral ground. No cameras. No comparisons. Break the rules, meeting ends. Dad agreed. Mom agreed. Avery agreed. Call ends. Voiceover, no forced forgiveness. Just a narrow door. They have to walk through it themselves. 8:03 p.m., first Thursday, December, 2026. The Grill, Midtown. Booth in the back. Dad orders sparkling water. Mom folds her napkin 3 times. Avery arrives last, jeans, no designer. Conversation topics pre-approved. Weather. Nate's new AI ethics board. Avery's community orchestra, unpaid. Dad's volunteer tax clinic for veterans. No pool mention. No rankings. End of hour, Dad pays. No one hugs. We part on 52nd Street. Voiceover progress slow as thawing ice. But the ice is thawing. March 2027, Session 28. Avery plays a duet with a 1-2-year-old prodigy on Zoom. No audience, just joy. Dad sends a handwritten letter. Learn today, quantum entanglement isn't just physics, working on untangling my own. I file both in a new folder possible. November 8 2027. Balkony 7:12 ppm. Same date. Same river. Different woman. Riley's podcast plays softly inside Scapegoat to Sentinel 1 year later. Guest list Morales Jules Elisa. No Harpers. I record the finale myself. Camera on tripod Hudson behind me. Direct to lens. 1 year ago I was pushed into a pool in front of 7 million people. They laughed because they thought I was the failure. Turns out, that was the first time I learned to swim. Cut to montage 60 seconds. White House Medal Private. Thanksgiving Table. Jell-O Pool. Avery's Community Concert. Dad's Tax Clinic. Nate and me spearfishing in Bahamas. I finally catch one. Back to balcony. I don't forgive to make them comfortable. I forgive to set myself free. Wind lifts my hair. If your family is laughing at you, remember, you deserve a home where you don't have to prove anything. I lean forward. Comment I deserve better if you agree. I'll read every one. Because I was there. And I swam. Screen fades to black. Final text overlay number I deserve better, 11, 8M comments and counting. Inside Nate calls pies ready. I turn off the camera. The river keeps flowing. Sodui.